How are you, my dear students? I hope everyone are okay and fine. Today I am select the new topics. Here's the new topics is the non-renewable energy. You know what's the meaning of the non-renewable energy? Yes, the non-renewable energy. Examples I also gave the board. Here's the example is the coal, oil, natural gas, nuclear energy, basically uranium, etc. They are also the non-renewable energy. Now we are also the definition of the non-renewable energy. Please everyone open the books and the page number of 83. Here's the lesson 10. Non-renewable energy. Non-renewable energy means if we use this kind of energy once from a source, we cannot produce more energy from that source. Basically, this is natural resource which we cannot produce more than once. This kind of energy is spent within short time that they are produced. Coal, oils, natural gas, nuclear energy like uranium, etc. are some examples among them. Now, our next topic is merits of non-renewable energy. Yes, let's also have some merits example. Now, it may consider the merits of non-renewable energy from two sides, price and availability. Most of the vehicles and the machines which we are run by the non-renewable energy and more expenses if they use non-renewable energy. Again, I also repeat, most of the vehicles and machines which are run by renewable energy need more expense if they use on non-renewable energy, such as the vehicles run by natural gas or oil, petrol require low cost. On the other hand, it is difficult and that expensive to run a vehicle using non-renewable energy sources such as solar energy. Solar energy is also the very important, the renewable energy. Non-renewable energy is cheap. We may get more energy from less quantity of elements. As for example, large amount of electricity can be produced from less uranium. Limitations of non-renewable energy. Demerits of non-renewable energy are the energy is non-renewable and finished frequently. It pollutes environment at large scale. Carbon dioxide is spread out by its burning that causes global warming. Now, the next topics I also select the use and the crisis of energy. It's also the use and the crisis of energy. Energy is necessary for what man does for his development and living. Consumption of energy is increasing day by day, which creates the crisis. Crisis of energy causes for the following reasons. More energy is required to meet the demand of increasing population. Developing countries are building structure, roads, industries, etc. and using vehicles at a high rate. Energy is being used for construction purpose and the vehicle maintenance. Next, the third step. People are construction luxurious building for better living. Energy deficiency is caused due to using of radio, TV, VCR, air conditioner and so on at large scale. Business, communication and other activities of people are increasing day by day. Energy is being used largely for this purpose. Next, acutateness of energy occurs if we fail to supply necessary energy for all above purposes. That is why we are looking for alternative energy. Now our next lesson and the next topic is the searching of alternative source of energy. Yes, natural energy like oil, gas, coal, electricity is being used continuously till now and thus going to be finished. Though atomic energy is coming out as potential source, its initial causing is high. There are uncertainty and risk in case of its supply. Natural gas is our priceless asset, but this energy is not renewable. We cannot depend on any kind of non-renewable energy source. There are consumption of large amount of fuel which is used in order to cook food for 160 million people in our country. Wood, dry straw, cow dung, etc. are among them. These are helpful in increasing fertility of soil, but the use of its organic fertilizer is limiting as it has been used in cooking. That is why fertility of land is decreasing. Wood is mostly used for cooking. This is not only destroys forest resources but also makes disaster for our environment. Considering all these issues, we are looking for alternative energy source continuously. Scientists have already invented biogas technology. They are successful in case of solar energy use even partially. Solar energy, ocean flow and wind energy is also individually found as energy source. If biogas can be produced, we get electricity for fuel, light, run the TV in rural areas. If this technology is adopted, the pressure on the natural forest resource will be reduced. Thus, environmental balance can be maintained. We can produce more crops by saving land fertility. After all, we can keep a beautiful and clean environment for our next generation. So, necessity of adopting, developing and taking care of biogas technology is very important. Last topic. Basically, this topic is also the last topic for the chapter. Now, lesson 13. The effect of energy in our life and its cost effective use. We have almost 160 people in our country. A large number of fuel is used for cooking every year. Wood, dry straw, dry cow dung, etc. are most of them. That is why forest resources of our country is decreasing day by day. Fertility of land is lost and environment is going to be destroyed. Our birth rate is high. We will be in trouble in order to fulfill the demand of increased population. We have to think that adequateness of fuel. We are using energy in every state in our life. Energy is needed in order to live as well as to develop the standard of our life. We cannot move without energy. Therefore, energy is very close to our life. We have found that fossil fuel is an important source of energy. But this kind of energy is limited and finished once. That is why mankind is looking for an alternative source of energy. Renewable energy is a possible way to solve this problem. We have to be aware and frugal in case of energy use before getting a large and new source of energy. Our ethical responsibility is to prevent misuse of energy in our daily life. For this reason, we need to take the following initiatives. To create mindset up to consider energy as a whole rather than personal asset. 2 number. Radio, TV, the light, air condition should be switched on only when necessary, otherwise should keep switched off. More energy is needed for defected vehicle or machine, so it is important to maintain the machines properly. We should not run the engine of vehicles without any reasons or the necessity. Energy conservation or the energy saving decrease our personal expenditure. My dear students, in the line I have also finished this chapter. Basically, this chapter, the main theme or the main word is the use of energy. Yes, the use of energy we also know and also to learn to explain energy and what. To explain different forms of energy, to analyze the correlation among energy transformation. to explain the advantage and limitation of renewable energy, to explain the limitation of non-renewable energy, to explain the sources of non-renewable energy, to explain the conservation of energy, to explain the way of elimination of energy crisis, to describe the necessity of energy in our life, to be continuous and make others conscious regarding the use of energy. Basically, we also learn the use of energy. Here is the use of energy. We also learn the types of energy, the source of energy. Basically, we also learn about the renewable and non-renewable energy, its effects and the diseffects, and also the harmful effects. And also, we also learn the energy conservation and the use and the crisis of energy. I hope, my dear students, everyone learn to understand these the topics. Thanks, my student. Goodbye.